Okay, before we hop inside a midnight metallic silver Model Y, let's look at the white one and a red one. And you'll notice all of these have this black strip along the rear bumper, wrapped around the wheel well, and even along the door sill on the bottom. And all those combined make it look like a more beefier car, higher ride height, etc. But it maintains a pretty low center of gravity, not as low as the Model 3. Okay, let's go inside. Yeah, it definitely feels bigger than the Model 3. The seats are much higher. So that's one of the benefits of having a higher roof line. You can have these Model 3 seats put on riser, throw it in the Model Y, and it's easier to get in and out of. But since it's on risers, it doesn't mean that you necessarily get more headroom. I haven't compared side by side, but it's probably about the same. Also, the screen is the same. The 15-inch display is the same on the Model 3 and the Model Y. Much of the interior of the Model Y is exactly the same as the Model 3 in the front, but you do get dual wireless chargers in the front. One's plugged into the USB-C cable on the left, and then you have a regular USB-A on the right. You also have a 12-volt cigarette lighter adapter, just like the Model 3. I think you might have to be careful you don't damage the back of the seat there by moving the front seat back too much or the rear seat forward too much. Here's the pano roof. That is really cool. I mean, that's better than Model 3. It's kind of like the Model X. Okay, let's see how it feels in the back here. It is definitely bigger in the back. Check out this leg room. Oh my god. It's like I'm sitting in the front seat. There's so much room. I can stick my feet under it easily. But one thing I notice is the center seat is higher and more firm. It's almost like, you know, if you had a drive shaft going through here. That's cool. Nice. Oh, and this came off. Maybe it's loose. That is pretty cool. Electronic seat flipper downers. But I thought at first, oh, that's kind of like Falcon Wing doors. You don't really need it because my hand's there. I can flip it down. But I think the deal is there's two buttons in the rear of the car. So you just pop a button, liftgate opens automatically. Look on the left. There's those two buttons on the left. Those things flip the seats down. Nice cubby on the left and the right. You have standard accessories. You got the cable. You have the adapter for a regular speed, high voltage, and the 110, which will charge you at 3 miles an hour. The Model Y has a deeper cubby. This is really nice. You can fit 2 suitcases in there. And it actually has another cubby, really small. Now let's just kind of rip this thing apart. We haven't signed any paperwork yet, but let's see what's under the hood. If we see what we like, then yeah, we'll go ahead and sign for it. That's what I normally do. Okay, let's look at the Model 3 versus the Model Y side by side. You can't really tell the height difference. You can tell a little bit here. Okay, but how much can you fit in each of these vehicles? All right, let's compare the trunk space. I brought a couple things with me. Toilet paper. You can never have too much toilet paper these days, especially when you go traveling. The one thing that got my heart pumping and really excited about the Model Y was the incredible cargo space. 66 cubic feet is what they said in the Model Y reveal. Actually, now on the website it says even 68. That's crazy. I mean, we're talking 4.5 times the 15 cubic feet that they claim for the Model 3. Model 3 still on their website says 15 cubic feet. I just couldn't see it. So I had to use the toilet paper method. Some people use tape measures. I use toilet paper. And you know, it's really surprising. The Model Y had roughly 24.8 cubic feet in the back with the seats folded up, the rear seats. The front around 4.5 cubic feet. So that's 29.3 cubic feet. But let's fold down the back seats or just shove stuff in the back seats. That would add another 28 or so cubic feet. So that brings the grand total to 57.3. Not quite 60 or 68. So I measured or approximated the cubic foot by where you would put your feet. And assuming you put some stuff there, I don't know who else measures that, but that would add another roughly 6 cubic feet. So that brings the total to 63.3 cubic feet. Model 3, on the other hand, I measured it. It's supposed to have 15 cubic feet. Now with the seats folded up, it has roughly 18.8 in the back. If you take the little cover off the cubby, you use that, everything we're doing with the Model Y, that's, 18.8 plus the front 2.3, so that brings it to 21.1. That's far above what Elon claimed. But of course, when he came up with the 15 cubic feet, he was anti-selling the Model 3 at that time. He was trying to dissuade people from buying it because the Model S and Model X were available and had higher profit margins than the virtual Model 3 that wasn't out yet. The website still says 15. So then I measured the rear seat in the Model 3, and that adds another 22. So if you go front, trunk, cubbies, back seat, Model 3 is around 43.1 cubic feet using the toilet paper and tape measure method. And the Model Y, I'm not going to count that floor space. Model Y 57.3. That is not 4.5 times as much. Let me know if you think that's shocking. I was shocked. Here you see the pictures side by side. What do you think?